going on, everyone? It's Nina Infinity. Welcome to my channel on this Friday. It's Good Friday, it's Good News Day, and it's also my 5-year anniversary on YouTube. Not today, but it was on like Tuesday or Wednesday, this past Tuesday or Wednesday. And I figured I'd do a little celebratory stream today to kind of celebrate this milestone. I didn't even realize it myself. YouTube kind of gave me a little heads up, like, hey, it's been 5 years since you've been on here. And it said something like, isn't it interesting that it's been half a decade? And I was like, wow. When you think of it like that, you're like, wow, half a decade. That's kind of a long time. It is a milestone. So I figured I'd definitely celebrate, especially with the core crowd over here, because I mean, I love this show. You guys all know this is my favorite show, even though Wednesdays are kind of necessary to talk about the clown world stuff. I always feel like this one is my favorite, especially because of all you guys in the chat. Yeah, you guys are my favorite chat. And I love all the positivity and all the good energy and just it's a pleasure to hang out with you guys every Friday. And yeah, and I think I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be joined by Anna, that Star Wars girl, just probably a couple minutes here. I was late sending her the link, and then I guess she's late receiving the link, and I guess we're just late because we're women. So it's okay. It happens. I was late because I was blow drying my hair. Yeah, I'm sure Anna understands. I'm sure she blow dries her hair, but she doesn't have curly hair like I do. It's not a necessity, but it's a necessity for me. Do you guys like my nails? The nails that I got, they're called cat eye. I don't know if you can really see it, but it's like it changes like light. It changes with the light. It's like really cool. Um that's just a side note. I just saw it on the camera and I was like, "Oh, it looks cool." um don't mind me. I'm not high. I'm high on life, people. I'm high on life. Um wow. Spike Insanity says Anna's breastfeeding right now. Takes her a while. I'm not sure how you know that, Spike. I don't know if I want to know how you know that. That is a really detailed thing to know about someone online. Like, I'm like, she didn't tell me that. How do you know that? That's a weird thing to say. It's weird that you know that. Just a hunch. Just stop it. How about that? Just stop having a hunch about Anna breastfeeding. How about we give you this one today? You're the first one that's getting it. Where did it go? I know it. Okay.
Stop it. Get some help.
That's right, that's right, Robert. It's weird. Weird. It's weird. But seriously though, thank you for being here, Spike. We've got a lot of people in the chat today. You guys have come to celebrate 5 years here. I'm going to start with the member messages because a lot of people have left some wonderful messages. So we're going to start with Charlene, who's a lovely lady, member for 31 months. Thank you so much. Happy for that YouTube anniversary, Nina. Much love. Thank you so much. You're making it all celebratory. Yay. Thank you. We got Steel Leg History here. I'm so proud of you, Nina. Thanks for always being there for all of us. Can never thank you enough. I hope you like the new pirate leg B+. I did. It was cool. I saw the picture. Thank you, Steel. Like Robert, thank you. You're so very sweet. I really appreciate you. I you guys don't know what it means to me either. So I mean, it goes both ways. The support goes both ways. So I very much appreciate that. I got Darren Mod Extraordinary member for 45 months. That sounds about right. Thank you so very much. Happy 5th Annie Nina. Here to many more. Cheers. I thought you were going Anna Nina, but then this is Annie. Anniversary. Whatever. It rhymes. We got a Raz Monkey over on Rumble. Thank you, Darren. You're the best. Thank you so much. We We got a Braz Monkey. He's Brazzy. He's on Rumble. And he's saying happy 5th anniversary. Thank you for $10. That's not cheap. I really appreciate it, Brazzy. So thank you. Cheers to you. Appreciate you, my friend. Thanks for being here. And I could have really used a cup of coffee. So, I mean, a sip of coffee. So that was a good timing on that. Thank you. Le Toast, even though you haven't put the Leo Toast in there. I'm just going to pretend you did. Thank you. Appreciate you, my friend. We got a Psychotic Mongoose over here for $2. Says, congrats on the 5th anniversary, Nina. Thank you so very much, Psychotic Mongoose. I love that you've been here from very early on, and hopefully one day we can cure your psychoticness, and then you can be like, Sanity Mongoose or something like Spike Insanity. Well, maybe we can one day cure you of your psychoticness. But I still love you the way you are. Charlene gifted him 5 memberships to the chat. Thank you, Charlene. That is so very kind of you. Thank you so much. You did not have to do that. But if you got a membership, it's probably from Charlene. Or maybe it's from Patrick, because he also gifted a membership. So thank you, Patrick. And Psychotic Mongoose did psychotic stuff. He also gifted a membership. So thank you so very much to all of you who have gifted memberships to the chat. Patrick also left a note saying congrats on the 5 years. So thank you so very much for that. I appreciate it. I truly do. Boy, does time fly. Boy, does time fly. We got Robert in the house. Thank you again, Robert, for being here. Congrats on the 5 years of Turtle Love. Turtle Love. Big Raj, I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. What's up, buddy? Thank you. Smash the thumbs up, everybody. That's right. Big Raj telling you to smash that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. How you doing, Big Raj? You know what's funny? Big Raj sent me he sent me the ice t-shirt. And to this day, I get compliments on it because everyone's like, what is that? And then I explain it, and people are like, oh my God, it's an amazing shirt. So thank you, Big Raj. Really appreciate still the kind gift. I always think of you. Thank you. We get Spike Insanity, knowing Anna's breastfeeding time, but also plugging her eye project. It's true. Anna does have an eye project going on. She painted my eye. She did. I don't know if it's in this book, but she painted it. She's been painting eyes. So go and back her project. She's a mom, brand new mom. Help a mom out. Diapers are expensive. Go back the book. Get yourself some art. It's rare nowadays. Everything's become AI. Anna paints everything by hand. There's no AI going on in that. So be sure to go and back her project. I'm gonna keep that starred, and we'll come back to that once in a while. So then we get John Edgar's here. Thank you for the $5. John says, hey, Nina and Anna. Anna's not here yet, but I will tell her you said hi. Congrats on the 5 years. Thanks for bringing those positive vibes. I especially love animal stories. Thank you for those. We have a few animal stories today. We have a few. I love those ones too. I wish we could watch more of those animal videos. If only YouTube hadn't, struck my channel and decided to have like the mob come after me for watching animal videos, we would be doing way more of that. I promise you this. Brent's Monkey just gifted 5 memberships to the Rumble chat over there on Rumble because the Rumble chat is quite lacking. And he decided, you know what? Why don't I drop the memberships over here? So thank you, Brazzy, for another 5 memberships over on Rumble. You're so sweet. Thank you. He's like, come on, Rumble. Let's go. Let's get ready to Rumble. And John Edgar, thank you again for that. The Beast Says the Beast became a member, but I know the Beast has been a member for a long time. I know like YouTube messes with the membership stuff. So the Beast, thank you for becoming a member again. Appreciate you. Hello, my dear. Aloha and blessings. Aloha and blessings to you as well. Good humans. Yay, good humans. You're a good human, Dubbies. I love your story. I wish you should write a book. You should write a book. We got DL in the house. Thank you for the $1.99. Says congratulations on your 5th anniversary. Thank you so very much. And Demogenai is here. Hi, Demogenai. Happy anniversary, my friend. Thank you, Demogenai. Very sweet. Isn't it so crazy, Demogenai? It's been 5 years since we've known each other. Because I met Demogenai when I very early on when I came onto YouTube. I hung out with Demogenai and a bunch of people, him and the Dark Council and them, and we had some good times. Remember the Rogue people? I don't think Dimanche and I was part of that, but he was there. It's been a long time. Brings back memories. Savj 415 just sent in $2. Didn't say anything. Well, hello, Savj. I feel like you're new. And hello, thank you for the $2. Very much appreciate it. We also have other people here. Oops, I totally unstarred the thing that I said I wouldn't unstar, which was Anna's project. It's here. Let me star that again. And KB just sent in $2. Happy 5th anniversary, Nina. Thank you, KB. You're so very sweet. Thank you so very much. And we got TD in the house. We got a lot of other people. Shadow Warchild is here. Shane G is here. What's up, Shane G? Been here very early on since day one. We've got other people. We got hello, Charlie Stevenson. Hey, everybody. Hey, happy Friday. Cunning Stunts is here. Hello. Thank you so much. Got a membership over on Rumble. We got Grim in the house. Keely Chow, of course. Keely's been here forever. Yes, I do. I wear it all the time. It's one of my favorite shirts because it's so loose and nice fitting too. And I'm like, I'm always like so hot. I'm like, why do I do this to myself? Faith Thomas, thank you so much. Congrats on the 5th anniversary of your channel. You took what meant for crazy the pandemic and showed up and showed out many blessings and honors to come. Oh, Faith, that means so much to me. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, it's been quite a ride. It's like what is that saying? It's what a long strange trip it's been. It has been that. It has been that. Thank you, RC. RC is here. Hello, RC. Hey, Jay Bama is here. Late pregnancy. I think you're talking about Anna. How you doing, Jay Bama? It's been a minute since I seen you. It's probably because I don't really go on Jack show and stuff anymore. So we don't see each other. But it's always a pleasure. D Nice Gamer is here. Thank you. Hello. And many more people. So I appreciate all of you for being here. Thank you all. It's very sweet. Aw, thanks, TD. That's very sweet. Anna's pregnant again. Damn, Peaches. No, not yet. But she's going to be because she wants more. She wants more babies. She wants more babies. I don't know where she is right now. I wonder what she's doing. But I have a feeling that Spike might be right. I think Anna said she wants like 4 babies, maybe 5. She's like she's very into the mom thing, which I really love. I love that for her. I'm gonna text her right now, just so maybe she like fell asleep. We're doing this live. Okay. All right. while she gets here, let's get into one of our stories because we have lots of stories to talk about today. And Discount Superheroes here. What's up, man? Member for 39 months. It's congratulations on 5 years. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. 10 babies from Henry Cavill. No, from Peaches. From Peaches. Anna's probably changing diapers. Probably. I'm guessing that's what's happening. Either that or breastfeeding, like Spike said. Although he was very specific. You could have just said feeding the baby. I'm never gonna let this go now. Okay, let's start this. This is really cool news. You guys know that TikTok is kind of it's not a great thing. Like, it's not the best platform. I'm not a huge fan of TikTok, but also I have a love-hate relationship with it because it does end up helping a lot of people as well. By the way, I forgot if I got this or not, but KB said happy 5th anniversary, Nina. Thank you, KB. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being here and being just a very, very awesome person. So we got this bit of news about TikTok making people's lives easier once again. Strangers TikTok sparks over $21,000 in donation for elderly DoorDasher. Here he is. Look how cute he is. This was the video. She posted saying, if someone can help me find Larry Jacksonville, please. No one should have to work at this age. So then this is the story. We don't actually have to read. Thank God. Here we go.
New at 10 o'clock, an update to a story we told you about last week. We met the woman who posted a video of her DoorDasher, Larry, on TikTok. She was wanting to find him so she could help raise some money for him.
And that TikTok reached millions of people across the world. And so she started a GoFundMe for Larry. News 4 Jax reporter Ariel Schiller is live for us in the studio tonight. And Ariel, you actually got to meet with both of them today.
I did. And it's such a heartwarming story. We've been hearing from people about this for days now. They met for the first time today since Larry brought Ireland food from Panera last week. We actually met in that parking lot of that Panera. They both described this whole situation as surreal and unbelievable.
I've done a lot of things in my life. Just handing someone that you don't know a bag of food from Panera Bread, you can expect a whole lot.
Nice to meet you.
Larry Bailey and Ireland Danahold met for the second time this afternoon. They initially met last week when she ordered food through DoorDash. She noticed Larry's positive attitude, even though he was wearing a knee brace and had to walk up 3 flights of stairs to get to her apartment. She tipped him a little extra, but decided to post her doorbell footage on TikTok to see if anyone else would want to help him. She started a GoFundMe for him on Thursday that's now collected more than $21,000.
It's such a surreal experience, really. I totally didn't expect anything like this to happen.
While Ireland's gesture was unexpected, Larry says he enjoys DoorDashing, and it also helps him replace the money he spends. Is there anything that you've been saving up for with the DoorDashing or anything like that?
Well, someday I'm not going to be able to work. If I'm still alive, we're going to need money. So part of that. And I've got some, but I just want to make sure. I've lived a lot longer now than I thought I would. So
Wow.
You just never know how long you're going to live.
While his money from DoorDashing has a purpose, he's not quite sure what he'll do with the money Ireland raised for him. Is it going to go into savings, or is it going to go towards like maybe a vacation or something?
Yeah, I'll have to think about it. I won't waste it. I know that.
That one interaction could have been a one-time thing, but for Ireland, not only was it a chance to give back to Larry, it was also a way to show him how much he's appreciated. What does it mean to know that you're here today and able to help Larry out like you set out to do?
It's such a good feeling, honestly, regardless of if he needed it or not. Just knowing that he knows the community loves and appreciates him is just all I needed to know.
Oh, I love
Now that GoFundMe
story.
will still be up for a few days. Ireland is going to keep it up for a few more days before she ends the fundraiser. But what a sweet story, right?
Oh, such a sweet story.
I love
Yeah.
stories
Are
like
you
this.
going to let him know that you want to adopt him as a grandpa?
I said that in while the story was playing. Like, Larry is precious.
He is. He's so sweet.
Yeah,
Well,
he's a sweetheart.
Yeah, I really appreciate the sentiment from Ireland, especially at the end where she says, we just wanted the community to know he's appreciated.
Yeah. And what a way to do it,
Good human. Good human. I love stories like this. You guys know how much I love stories like this. It really does give me back some hope in humanity. It really, really does. Because some days it's really hard to remember that there's still good out there. And then you see stuff like this and you're like, okay, there's still good out there. There's still good out there. Yes. And Discount Superhero says, I know how he feels. I didn't think I'd make it a 40. Dude, me too. Me too. I was like, I feel this. I feel this comment. Brazzy's doing Brazzy things. Brazzy just gifted 5 memberships to the chat. And Zerk Smorks over on Rumble said, happy 5th. Here's to 5 more, sent in $5. Thank you, Zerk Smorks. That is very sweet. I just remembered I put, let me try and share this so you guys can see Zerk Smorks. Zerk Smorks' comments. I love that name, Zerk Smorks. Sounds like an alien. Zerk Smorks. Thank you, Zerk Smorks. There was I really hope this thing is still on my story. I should have probably saved it. I hate like how sometimes like the stuff like disappears. Oh my god, it's still on there. Okay, yay. Okay, hold on. We gotta watch this. I mean, when Anna comes, we'll watch it again. But I'm sure she's seen it because she's always on Instagram. But like, oh my god. You guys, it's a baby monkey. It's a baby monkey. It's tiny. Look, it's so cute. Oh, it's so cute. It's getting a bath. It's so cute. Oh, he's so cute. Look at the baby monkey. Look how cute it is. Oh my god. It's so tiny. We have to show this to Anna. Look at the little teeth. Look at the little tiny teeth. He's so cute. Oh my god. It's too cute. It's too cute. Look how tiny it is. Look at his tiny little hands. It's like holding on. Oh my god. It's too cute. Oh my god. It's too cute, you guys. I know. I want one too. It's so adorable. Oh my god, they're cleaning its ears with Q-tips. That's too freaking cute. I'm dying. Look how much it's enjoying it. Look at that. Look at that face. It's like, yeah. Look at that face. Look at that face. Like, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. That's the spot. Oh my god. I'm getting blow dried. Oh my god, that's just too cute. That's just it's the cutest thing. And then the second I saw it too, by the way, I was like, oh my god, that's Braz Monkey. I just thought of Braz Monkey immediately. Is it a marmoset? It's a marmoset. It's not a monkey. I thought it was a monkey. Are marmosets monkeys? Are they like from the monkey family? Yeah, they're a primate. They're tiny. They're primate. Primates are all monkeys. Oh, they're so tiny. Oh my god. I just looked up a picture and I was like, oh my god. No, I have to like show this to you because I look like Marmoset. Look at this baby. It's so tiny. Oh, it's so tiny. I want one. Oh my god. This is too freaking cute. Oh my god. I'm dying. I'm dying of how cute this is. So, Braz Monkey, thank you again for gifting 5 memberships to the chat. Really appreciate you. Brandon, the anime guy, is here. Thank you for being here, Brandon. Says, woohoo, 5 years. Awesome. Nina is good to see you. And congrats. Keep kicking it. I will. Thank you, Brandon. Cheers to you, my friend. Check out Brandon's channel. He talks about anime, obviously, because his name says Brandon, the anime guy. So if you guys like anime, go definitely check out Brandon. He's pretty awesome. Follow him on Twitter. He's pretty cool on Twitter too. He's pretty based. A lot of good takes. So definitely check him out. Oh my God. That was the cutest thing ever. I'm going to save this to show Anna later if she shows up. Let's see here. What else do we have going on? Let's see. Huge. Will this be a 5-hour stream then? I don't have 5 hours of good news content, I don't think. I don't think I have that much. I don't think I have that much content. General Saw, thank you for the 2. Says happy 5th YouTube anniversary. Thank you very much. Cheers to you. I don't have beer, but I have coffee, which is the Black Nectar of Life, although I've made it like the caramel Nectar of Life. Really appreciate you. Every time somebody says cheers to me, I'm like, yes, I get to drink more coffee. Thank you. Huge. We don't really talk politics on this show, but we can always say huge, and we all know what we mean. Everyone knows what that means. Everyone knows that reference. Okay, next story. Here we go. This is a really sweet story. It may make you cry. It's possible. So
Shields up.
it might. There was definitely a story today that like did make me cry yesterday. I will warn you about that story when that one comes up. It's not yet, but this one might make you cry. I don't know. We'll see. It says kindness in action, how one child rallied a town for local veterans. This is a beautiful, beautiful story of kindness right here. Good human getting raised by good humans. What a nice person. Here we go.
Well, one 10-year-old girl in Addison is proving that any act of kindness, no matter how big or small, can make a pretty big difference. In
Yes, it can.
WENY's Alicia Solorzano got to speak with the girl and her family about how her generosity is helping local veterans at the Bath VA. Alicia?
Nick, over the years, Kendall Reed has come up with various ideas to bring help and smiles to people in Addison and beyond. With the help of her parents and local donors and volunteers, they've already surpassed her most recent goal, and village officials honored her for doing so. At just 3 years old, Kendall Reed handed out ornaments in the grocery store just to see people smile. Since then, she has raised money for local children with cancer, made magnets for police officers during COVID, helped residents at the Addison Place apartments, and more. 7 years later, at 10 years old, her focus is on helping local veterans.
I like giving to people. I care a
Aw.
lot about everybody, all the
What a
other people,
sweetheart.
all the disabled people. It makes me really happy because a lot of the time they don't really they get treated differently a lot of the time. And it really hurts my feelings because they don't get treated like everybody else does. Everybody deserves to be treated fairly.
Kendall worked with her parents, volunteers, residents, businesses, and organizations to collect t-shirts, socks, and underwear to bring to the Bath VA. Through monetary donations, clothing drives, and selling homemade items, she surpassed their expectations. Her original goal, to collect 230 of each item. The final count is now far beyond that.
There's nothing that's going to stop her. She's gonna make a difference. She's going to do it with our help or without.
Yay.
She's very determined to do. these projects. So when she gets an idea or somebody gives her an idea, she does think about it and then she goes with it.
Her work has already earned her a Citizen of the Year award from the Addison Fire Department. But for this project, the Village of Addison hosted a small get-together to show how she is making a difference.
You don't see this very often, so when you do have this happen, you want to make sure it's acknowledged and not forgotten about. So hopefully she'll continue to do what she do, and will continue to acknowledge the great things that she does do for the village. Everyone here will benefit from it at some point in time in their life for all this kindness that she shows.
She's amazing. She's going to go places in life, and
Yeah, she
she's
is.
headed in the right direction. And with all the support that she gets, I know that if anything were to happen at any point in time, my daughter would be taken care of by the village because the village loves her.
Oh, that's like,
Kendall's
yeah.
latest project isn't over just yet. If you'd like to help, they're still accepting monetary and clothing donations for vets at the Addison Village Hall, which is located at 35 Tuscarora Street in the village. You can stop by from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. Nick?
I like how the dad was like such a man of few words. He's just like, He had like he had really nothing else to say, but it was a really sweet story. See, like Shane, the goggles do nothing. Oh my God, I really need to clip that. Shane, you reminded me. I need to clip that. The goggles do nothing. I love that. I need to do that. What a yeah, raise up the mic. I know. Spike's talking about the lady who was like interviewing the parents. It's like she had it at their belly level. It's like, dude, you're supposed to have it at their look at me. I'm like right into the mic. You're supposed to have it like right in their face so they can talk. TD's like, I'm not great. I'm not great. That's me literally every stream. What? The quartering has raided the stream. Get out of here. Get out of here. The quartering again. Oh, hi, Jeremy. Hi. Thank you for the raid, my friend. 5 years, bro. 5 years. Thank you, man. I can't believe I've been doing this for 5 years. And one of the people who actually inspired me was the quartering. So shout out to Jeremy from the quartering. I used to watch him all the time. And I loved his attitude and, the stuff that he would say. He was really based. Still is sometimes. No, seriously. In all seriousness, though, thank you, man. Love you, bro. Really, 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 really sweet. Really sweet. What's up? What's up, all the rumblers? The Rumble chat has exploded once again, thanks to the quartering. Really appreciate you guys. 5 years on YouTube and Rumble, basically. Well, Rumble less long because I went on. They weren't a thing 5 years ago. But thank God they're a thing now. I can tell you that because YouTube is not like the very best. Rumble is definitely. Seriously, big shout outs to Rumble. Jay Thomas, thank you for the $5 over on Rumble. Like there's a Rumble rant over here. Or $10. I'm sorry, $10. Says Disney destroying Star Wars created so many careers. Congrats on 5 years. Thank you so very much. And it's true. I always say, it's the kind of like the double-edged thing. Like Rian Johnson, we all hate what he did to Star Wars, but if he hadn't done what he did, and Kathleen Kennedy, then so many of us wouldn't know each other or be friends. So it's just weird how life works out like that. I certainly wouldn't know someone like the quartering. I can tell you that. But it's all very sweet. And it's a weird world. It's a weird world. What the F is this? This is called Infinite Hope, Good News, Infinite Hope, where I cover good news and talk about people who, are good humans and contribute something positive to society once in a while instead of just being completely negative all the time. And usually I talk about negative things like the war and things like that on my Wednesday show. But I decided during COVID that I would make this show so that I can bring back some sanity into our lives, because we have to remember that there is a good side to humanity, and they do good things, and there's people that are giving, and kindness matters, and some people just actually try to do good things. So I would like to highlight some of those people. So that's why I do this show every week. Every Friday, we talk about good people. That's what we do. So thank you again, the quartering, for the raid. Really appreciate it. And we got another story here. Here we go. This one is really funny. So maybe we should keep it for the next one after the one where I make you guys cry. Or should we do the dog story first? No, I'm gonna keep the order. I'm gonna keep the order. We got to make you guys cry first. Then first we cry, then we laugh. Thank you, 71 Ghostman, for the Rebel Rant. Says for $2. We all need good news. Love you. Thank you so very much. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Cry. Yes, because some of these newses are so good that they make you cry. Like this story here. It says family thinks elderly couple is annoyed by their loud party. Then came the tears. This story made me cry. So I was like, when I was vetting this story, I was like, these people are good people. There's good humans out there. There's good humans out there. They do exist. They do good things. So Shield. Oh my God. I did the Turtle Love one instead. Oh no, Turtle Love. I meant Shields Up. Shields up, people.
Shields up.
Don't worry, we've got turtle stories as well. We got Turtle Love story. Oh, do we have turtle stories today? I don't know. But we have cute animal stories coming up too. Don't worry. We got cute animals. We got all sorts of things. So don't worry. We got you. We got you. So here we go. This is the story. Get ready. Get ready to cry. What began as a lively family birthday celebration at Mamma Mia's in Carver, Massachusetts, turned into a deeply touching display of unexpected kindness, leaving diners in tears and reaffirming the proud impact of simple human connection. Lindsay, I can't pronounce her last name, Verhagen of Warham, shared the heartwarming tale, highlighting how spontaneous act transformed an ordinary evening into an unforgettable lesson in empathy. This is the beautiful picture of the family. Lindsay's family was celebrating her mother's birthday with a party of 13, admittedly making quite a bit of joyous noise. Seated beside them was an elderly couple, and initially Lindsay's group worried that they might be a nuisance. We thought they were annoyed by us, Lindsay recalled, but everything changed when they finished singing happy birthday to her mom. The woman next to them smiled warmly and said, "It's my husband's birthday too." Without hesitation, Lindsay's mom lit a candle and a cupcake, and the whole group sang again, this time to the gentleman named Tony. The impromptu celebration continued as they shared cake with Tony and his wife, who expressed immense gratitude for the unexpected gesture. Then came the words that lingered with everyone. When Lindsay's mom told Tony, "We'll meet here next year," he softly replied, "I don't think so." At the time, no one quite understood the weight of the words. Moved by the interaction, a family member quietly arranged to pay for the elderly couple's dinner and tip. When the waitress informed them that the bill was taken care of, Tony and his wife were visibly stunned. A few moments later, Lindsay's family noticed that Tony was crying. As they prepared to leave, Tony's wife embraced Lindsay's mother, her voice filled with emotion. "This means more to us than you know. My husband was just diagnosed with cancer, and he's not doing well." That small gesture, a song, a cupcake, and a paid dinner, became a wonderful reminder of how deeply kindness can touch someone's life. "It broke me," Lindsay wrote. "You never know what people are going through. Always try to be kind." The moment left the whole family emotional but grateful. As Lindsay put it, "There's so much hate in this world, but there's also so much love and kindness." And this is essentially the essence of this show. This sentence right here, this is why I do this show. There's so much hate in this world, but there's also so much love and kindness. And that's why I do this show. I want to remind people that there's still good people out there. There's still good people out there, even when there's like bad things happening, because bad things happen in life, like cancer. But then there's also good people that try to be there for you, even when you're not, even when you're not really family or connected or friends, you're just strangers. And I think that it's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. That's what this world is about. And I want to, practice what you preach. You gotta reach for it. Like you can't. This world will never become good if we don't reach for it, right? So that's why I do these kind of stories to remind everyone. We still got hope, people. We still got hope. We can do it. We can do it. Thank you again. I appreciate the Rumble rants over there. We've got Razzer Agent 31. Thank you. Says for $2. This OnlyFans page is really slow moving. Wow. Okay. Chafe Blum, thank you for the $5. Says, keep helping the animals. I will. If I find a cause, I will help them. I love animals. Thank you, Marcus Spin for $2. Says, she said doo doo. Did I? Doo doo? Wow. Okay. I did do that, didn't I? Doo doo? Duty is a funnier word than doo doo. This is true. Retro gamer. This is very true. She's later than I expected her to be. I must say. She must have fallen asleep or something. She was probably like, what? She's probably gonna wake up and be like, I thought the show was another time. I'm sorry. That's okay. I forgive her. But she only gets forgiven because she's a mom. Brand new moms get forgiven. Here's the next story. This is the funny one that I told you guys. So, told you guys I'm gonna make you cry. Now I'm gonna make you laugh because this story made me laugh. I was like, well, this is hilarious. This man is so funny. It says Texas man reads $700 electric bill like it's a Faulkner novel. This is the funniest thing I've ever heard. So here we go.
It come on a Monday. The envelope bore no mercy, no smile, only that cruel whirling sun of TXU, a logo that shines not with hope, but with consequence, as if to say, you danced, now pay. I broke the seal back like I was peeling back the bandage on a wound I done give myself, and there it was. $696.27. Now, I recall a time not too long ago when a man could just sleep with just a fan on. Box fan in the window, sheets damp with his own resolve. But then came August. August, that devil in cargo shorts. She comes with air so thick you can taste the mosquitoes before they bite you. And a weak and weary creature, I touched the thermostat, dropped her down to 71, the sin of comfort.
I feel this deeply.
I knew what I was doing. Each degree of betrayal, each hour a soft lie told in Freon, but I pressed on. A man cannot sweat through 3 showers a day and still hold his head high at the HEB. Now I'm shackled, betrayed and bound by wattage and poor choices, and yet I will do it again, for I have known the chill, and I will not go back.
You guys have no idea how deeply I feel this man, because I live in Cancun, and here, you can't deal without AC. You can't live without AC. So when he's talking about August being August being the devil in cargo shorts, I'm like, bro, I feel that. I feel that so hard. because August is the devil in cargo shorts for reals, for reals. Isn't Arizona hot? I'm in Arizona. I think Arizona is really hot too, isn't it? Woo! It's really really hot. No, Nina got deported. No. I've lived here for a long time. I moved here from Canada voluntarily because I was sick of the cold in Canada, and I was like, I need hot weather. But now I'm starting to miss the cold. You go from one extreme to the other, and then you're like, wait, can we find a happy medium? But finding happy medium is difficult in this world. It goes in such extremes, I feel like. Hey, David Morris, how you doing? Thank you for 5. And the voice of Borat. I like you. Do you like me? I can't do the voice. I like you. Do you like me? I can't do the voice. But thank you, David. Thank you. Thank you so much. I can do Ralph's voice. But I can't do Borat. Here's the next story. This is a really sweet story as well. This is about a dog, a good boy, who saved a man from a bear attack in Japan. So this is the story here. It says abandoned dog once called too loud becomes a hero and saves monk from a bear attack. This is crazy. Today's uplifting news story comes from Niigata, Japan. In a remarkable story of second chances and courage, a Buddhist monk in Japan credits his doggy with saving his life after an unexpected encounter with a bear. There's the dog. Oh, look, it's so cute. Tugen Yoshihara, the abbot of the historic Yokoku Temple in Gosen City, was walking his 1-year-old beagle Chico in the woods near the temple on May 29th when a bear suddenly appeared on the path. The bear shocked Yoshihara, who had never experienced anything like it. It was Bear's turn. And people in my chat who know my channel will understand that reference. It's an inside joke. In his attempt to flee, Yoshihara stumbled and dislocated his shoulder, but before the bear could come any closer, Chico sprang into action, barking furiously. The once abandoned dog charged at the bear, chasing it away into the forest and preventing what could have been a tragic outcome. Thank God for the doggo. Yay, Chico. Chico had previously been returned to a kennel for being too loud, a trait that turned out to be life-saving. Yoshihara adopted him and gave him a loving home, never imagining that the pup would one day be his protector. Now safe and recovering, Yoshihara calls Chico his savior and let the brave dog sleep by his side that night. Oh, he saved my life, the monk said. Now, there's a video here, but the only reason I didn't play it to tell you the story is because the whole thing is in Japanese and it has no subtitles, and that is kind of sad. But we are going to watch it.
先月、五泉市の山で男性が熊に襲われ
So we can laugh at the coverage of this because it's just so different. Like cultures are so different from each other, like the way the Japanese cover stories versus like the West. And it's really
転倒した際に怪我をしました。
I love it. So there they are, like talking about this dude, this doggy. There they are. Look, why is he wearing his fanny pack like that? Oh, look at that doggy. Look at that temple, so pretty.
室町時代に創建した五泉市の陽国寺。
There he is doing monk things. What's his? It's on his fanny. He's literally put the fanny pack on his fanny. Oh hey, our guest has arrived. She's here. Wait, let me make sure she's ready to go. before I bring her on. Remember that time I brought on Chrissy Mayer and she was like, I'm not ready to be on. Hold on. Okay, she's here. Okay. What's up, Anna? How you doing?
Hello, I am so sorry. I was awake and I fell back asleep.
Oh my God. That's what I figured. I was like, she probably fell asleep again. Spike was saying that you were breastfeeding. And I was like, how do you even know that? That is like really weird to know.
I feel like they
someone's
just wish I was
breastfeeding.
breastfeeding because they want that visual.
Right? Like I was like, you're weird and creepy. So we were just talking about this dog Anna that rescued this monk. They were in the forest, and this dog was once returned to the kennel because he was too loud, but then he saved his adoptive owner from a bear attack because he was too loud and he scared the bear away. But then this news story is in Japanese and there's no subtitles, but I figured we'd watch it anyway just because it's funny and also, just it shows the area and the
いわば命の恩犬です。
室町時代に創建した五泉市の陽国寺。
He's doing monk things.
住職の吉原桃源さんです。木魚を叩くその右腕を見せてもらうと。
もちろんめちゃめちゃ痛いですよ。
That's his injuries.
That was from a bear?
That was from his injuries because he dislocated his shoulder when he was running away. He fell down.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know there was bears in Japan.
I didn't really know that either, but apparently there is. I mean, I guess it makes sense. I mean, there's a lot of forests. So like, yeah, I can see that there's bears. Vanilla says, I'm also here. Well, hello. Good to see you.
29日のことでした。吉原さんは五泉市熊沢の登山道で犬の散歩中に熊に遭遇。
Somebody in the chat said it was a panda. Guys, pandas are in China. Come on now. Come on.
足元に覆いかぶさってきたため抵抗しましたが転倒して肩を脱臼。人体も損傷しました。
これね、もう気づいたらもう走ってた。
I'm just guessing, like taking a wild guess that he's showing them where the where the attack happened. Yeah. I have no idea what he's saying. I'm sure there's people on the chat that speak Japanese. Maybe they can confirm or deny.
熊が走って
そうそう。
襲いかかってきたクマは体長 1.6 メートルほど。吉原さんは毎月この道を通っていますが、
I know
熊
the
を見たの
music
は
is
初めて
great.
だと言います。
I like how he has a pink fanny pack too.
熊の目撃や
I was commenting about that before he came. Like he literally has a fanny pack. It's on his fanny.
痕跡などの情報は
Look
今
at
シー
the
ズン
bear.
すでに170件以上寄せられていて、
That's dangerous.
南魚沼市
Looks
で
like
は
a sloth bear
60
from
代
India.
What?
That's a sloth bear. Those are in India. Okay, I'm looking this up. Bears
Maybe
in
maybe they trapped it.
Maybe it escaped.
の男性が怪我をしています。
Oh, apparently there are bears in the northernmost part of Japan.
Whoa, hello, Mr. Monk. What is going on over here? My goodness.
Oh, it's called a Japanese black bear.
You're learning things on this show, aren't you?
I
glad
know,
about
and I'm
that?
learning apparently they don't have families or friends, so they just work the fuck out. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Yeah, I guess what I didn't really realize is how hot monks are. But here we are. I learned something
Okay,
new
it
every
says
day.
there's an estimated 10,000 black bears in Japan. All right.
Wow, that's a lot.
I know.
普段から体を鍛えているという
Oh
吉原さん。
my. What is this news article things becoming?
しかし、
We all
もう
have
いざ
a new
こういう
respect for
なん
monks.
ですかね。
What was that?
So we all have a new respect for monks.
I know I do. I'm like, my goodness.
突然の襲撃ですか、あったらね、何にもできません。はい。もう悔しい。ね。もう切ないぐらい。はい。もう、なんて、悲劇ですかね。無力さを感じましたよ。
熊を目の前に感じた命の危険。
Aw.
その時助けてくれたのは一緒に散歩していた愛犬のチコでした。
So cute. I love the
今度は彼がね、もう、なんていうの、声かかってさ、ほんじゃ向こうもひるんだね。ほら、なんかいいんじゃないですか。もうだから、本能でものすごく声かかって、
1歳の愛犬チコ、猟犬とも呼ばれるビーグルです。もともとは別の家庭で飼われていましたが、鳴き声がうるさいとブリーダーに戻され、その後、吉原さんが里親となり、陽国寺にやってきました。その鳴き声が功を奏し、主人を
Look at
守った
him. He's
チ
on
コ。
like a mission.
しか
I
し、
know, right?
そのまま熊を追いかけ、山に入ってしまったといいます。
He saved his life.
心配になった吉原さんが車で探しに向かい、30分ほど経った時、妻から電話が。
いや、もう泣きながら電話来ましたよ。チコ帰ってきたよってね。もう私もう泣いちゃってさ、もうね、もう僕やったよって顔してね、頑張ったんだよって顔してさ、命の恩恵だね。うん。
勇敢に熊に立ち向かい、主人を守った命の恩犬チコ。吉原さんとの絆はさらに深まったようです。
Good dog. What a good story. I love that. How you doing, Anna? How have you been?
Oh my God, I'm like just waking up. So I'm, in that
You're
state.
here.
I'm
Yeah, you're
here.
like, I'm here.
And that was cute. That was cute.
Pac-Man 44 over on Rumble says they have brown bears in Japan. Wow. They also have really hot monks, apparently. This is I've learned so much today.
Well, that bear
it
that
was-
they showed, it's a Japanese black bear. And it says that they're herbivores and they eat grass and herbs and then berries and nuts during winter.
They're herbivore bears? That's kind of crazy. That's
Yeah, so
cool.
they're like pandas. They don't eat people.
Oh,
So
maybe-
that bear
maybe-
must
maybe the
have
bear-
had a baby or
Oh.
something near it because they
Yeah.
won't. It doesn't sound like this type of bear would attack unless there's like a baby.
Or maybe it was a brown bear, the one that attacked him. Although they showed a black bear, so I don't know. But either way, probably had a baby. You're right. How is your baby? How is being a mom?
Oh, she's so cute. She keeps getting big though. I told her to not grow and to stay little, and she doesn't listen to me.
Aw. I was like telling the chat earlier because people were like, we were talking about you being a mom. And I was like, she's definitely wants more than 2. Because I was like, I think she wants like 3 or 4 kids. How many kids do you want?
I want 4.
Oh, do you want like 2 of each kind of thing?
You know what? I only ever wanted boys, but now that I have my girl, I'm like, I kind of want another girl.
Oh, yay! More
So-
girls.
So we'll see what happens. And
Boys
I
are
think
cute.
though the next one definitely should be another girl because if it's a boy, Peaches will probably try to talk me into not having more. And it's like, we got one of each. Let's stop.
So you want it to be a girl so that then he can be like, okay, let's do it again. So we can
For
try
a
for the
boy, yeah.
Yeah. DL, thank you for the $1.99. Says Anna, how late did Jack show go last night?
Really late. We missed you though. You're usually in the chat, and I don't think I saw you.
What's going on with the Jack show? How's everything? Everything good?
Yeah. We had a good show last night. We actually spent most of the stream planning our next Jack show because it's our anniversary. Well, I think like the first or second week of June is the Jack show, like official anniversary. And we usually have an eating contest at least once a year. And so we were trying to figure out what it's going to be. And so we have settled on Chick-fil-A nuggets, and we're going to get 120 of them and see who can eat the most.
I mean, obviously it's Cecil. Is this even a contest? I don't know.
Well, it's going to be between me, John, Cecil, Shane, and Ethan, and possibly Chokat. So,
Okay, well, between Ethan and Cecil. I still feel like it might be Cecil because he's just
I don't think Cecil's ever won one. Anyone in the chat? Does anybody
really.
remember? Yeah.
Spike
Well,
would know. He keeps track of these things.
well, last time it was the pizza eating competition, and I passed out because I didn't know I was pregnant when we were doing it. And I can eat a whole pizza, no problem. But I got like 2 pieces in and I went into like a full food coma.
That's hilarious. I remember that. I remember when you fell asleep. I think John won that one.
Probably.
The pizza one. John will win. Place your bets. That's right. Let's everybody place your bets.
Well, we actually are. We're all gonna put $25 into a pot, and whoever wins gets all the money.
Nice. John Thomas over on Rumble says, my brain can't handle that Star Wars girl as a blonde. Glad the BB is still is all healthy. Can't wait for the calendar. Aww. By the way, you guys, speaking of Anna's projects, we do have Anna's eye project. So make sure you go on back it. I should have probably pulled this up so I can show people what it is. Hold on. I can do that. Where is this link? Can I click this? No, I can't click that. Okay, there it is. Thank God Darren is dropping the link. Darren and other mods are dropping the link to this. So, Anna, tell the people what this is all about.
All right, guys. Well, I decided I wanted to better my skill by doing this thing called practice. So I spent the past 4 years painting over 200 eyes. Oh my God, I looked at the number. I was like, what the heck? 156,000. And then I was like, oh, it's Mexican.
Oh, it's the Mexican one. I'm sorry. Let me
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. But I was just like, whoa, what happened?
Yeah, move here. And then your life would be a lot better. We'll go Canadian dollar. So it'll be less for you. Sorry.
But so I spent the past 4 years trying to reach a goal of painting 200 eyes. I ended up painting more than 200, but this project is for the first 100 eyes. I wanted to turn it into a book. And so I created this crowdfunder so I could, make it a possibility with your guys' help. And you guys actually helped me and got it funded. So thank you so much. Now I can make this a reality.
So my eye is not in there because I was past 100.
Yours will be in the second book.
I'm getting the second book. I want my eye. Where's my eye? I also still want to purchase my eye, but I know you're taking it for like your art gallery.
Yeah, I need to do like a gallery show somewhere. And I didn't know there's some kind of like protest with art galleries versus artists. So I don't know if you know this, Nina, but if you are an artist in an art gallery, you're not allowed to promote yourself on social media because
I did not know that. Why?
Art galleries are like gatekeepers of the artist. They want to be the ones that have the connections and talk to the people, and they don't want the artists going around them and talking to buyers because then that art gallery
It's
doesn't
like a
get
monopoly.
well, the art gallery won't get their fee because that's one of
Right.
the things. And usually a lot of artists just like going through galleries because they don't really have to do any of the promotional work. They just paint or draw and then they turn in their work and the art gallery does all the business side of it. But a lot of artists are, branching out and wanting to have social media so that way they can grow up their audience and their fame and, share their work with a wider audience. And art galleries don't like that. So if they find out that you're like on the internet, they won't work with you. And I've contacted a bunch just saying like, hey, like how much would it cost to rent out your space for an event, which a lot of art galleries will do because it gets them more track work, a new possible artist to work with. But because I made the mistake of like saying what I do, they all, either tell me no or won't respond to me. And then I'll respond to them with like a different email, like not including that I'm on social media, and they respond immediately. So
of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm having a hard time trying to find an art gallery to rent out. I might just have to find some place and rent out like a space, but it has to be able to like have 200 eyes on a wall.
Wow. Yeah, you could probably find a place to like just like a space, like not an actual art gallery, but or you might have to just do it under a synonymous like name. Like just be like, I'm not Anna, that Star Wars girl. I'm
Well, now I'm
so-and-so.
kind of actually thinking maybe I should wait until the books come in because I'm obviously going to over order on the books. And that way,
And then sell it.
yeah,
Yeah.
anybody that has like, if somebody's just walking by and then they come in and they want to see, there's product that they can purchase because nobody can actually buy the eyes. Because almost all of them, everybody that volunteered their eyes want to purchase them. So
I would say definitely like rent another place out. Like screw those other people. Like just get your own, and then you have enough work that you could do that, and you can promote yourself, and then you don't need them. Patrick, thank you for the 5. Says for the Japan trip fund. Oh, thank you so very much.
Are you going?
I'm trying. It's been on the bucket list for many years. So people are like kind enough to send in some money now and be like, for the Japan fun trip, because it's been on the bucket list forever. I want to go so bad.
I think we're gonna go this year.
Oh, nice. That's
yeah,
nice.
Peach is his brother. So he works for. He's not the dean. He's the person like right under the dean. But there's this college called Minerva, and their whole thing is that they have campuses in like different countries. And so each student spends like a semester on a different campus because they're learning like the business of like how people do business and live in different countries.
Yeah.
And so they're opening
like an
up
exchange program kind of.
No, it's just like your first semester would be in San Francisco, then you can go, your second semester would be in Germany, and then the next one would be in like Argentina. And so it's
cool.
It's very international and it's a growing campus. I've actually had to tell him a couple times. I'm like, oh, I heard people talk about your college on like 2 different podcasts. So
that's nice.
Yeah, but so
cool.
he's they're opening up a branch in Tokyo and he's over there overseeing. And so we're gonna go and visit him and stay with him and then I guess go on a tour of Japan.
When are you gonna do that? Do you know?
No, he isn't there yet. He's getting there in July, and then he'll be there for 9 months. So sometime during that time, we're gonna go.
Nice. That sounds awesome. Jay Bama for $1.99 says, I'm watching land whales at SeaWorld. I won pizza. Oh. So Jay Bama says he won your pizza contest, the one that you fell asleep.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and ask John.
Not John, apparently.
I remember Patrick T was there too, and he like scarfed him, but he had like one of those super thin Domino's pizzas, so I don't think that
counts.
I know.
You have to have like a full pizza, or like if you have stuffed crust and stuff like that, that's also contributes to it. I think. I don't know if I haven't even seen Patrick T around forever. What happened to that guy?
I think personally, some people got in his head, and he still shows up in my chat and all that, but he's not a fan anymore of Ethan or John.
I see. What's up, Script Doctor? Thank you so much. Happy 5 years. You don't look a day over 4. Like that came out wrong. Thank you, Script Doctor. I appreciate you. Isn't that weird, Anna? Like we've basically known each other for like 5 years. Kind of.
I feel like it's been longer than that.
I know it's because I've been in your chat for so long before I made a YouTube channel. So it's like you probably saw my name for like at least another year before I actually made the channel. But man, boy, just time fly. I mean, like a year ago you were pregnant and now you have a baby.
I know.
Year before that you like got married. So
Isn't that
crazy. Time is flying, man. Andy, thank you for the $5. Says happy 5th anniversary. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. It's been a long, strange trip. Patrick left because of the pizza contest, says Jay Bama. Wow, this is starting to become really dramatic.
I don't think so. He like explained something else to me and then sent me like all these videos to watch. I'm like, the videos that he sent me, I'm like, these are from like the scumdog people that like tried doxing that umbrella guy and have said horrible things about me and my family. And then also like their entire lives revolve around trying to, talk shit about people that they don't even know, basically.
That's not nice. Let's not talk about them on this show. It's fine. We
Yeah.
can move on from that topic because I don't want to talk about drama on here. But I do want to show you this other video of another doggy rescue. You actually showed up for the best part of the show, pretty much, which is all the animal news. It says shelter dog senses medical emergency in stranger during adoption event. This is the dog, and thank God we can listen to the story and I don't have to read it. So here we go.
Campbell County is getting heaped with praise and all sorts of things after alerting folks at an adoption event Saturday that a man was about to have a seizure. WDBJ7's Colby Johnson showing us how it's helping dog and is going to find a new home.
This is Sienna. She was a stray dog who currently lives here at the Campbell County Animal Shelter. But on Saturday, she showed how special she is when she was able to identify a man who was about to have a seizure to help him get the care he needed.
Sienna walked over to a man very deliberately. She had not met him before. She paused, sat down beside him, and put her paw on his foot and just sat there. And it was a couple minutes later, she started pawing at his leg. And his wife came around the corner and said, "Oh my goodness, this means he's probably going to have a seizure."
The man had a history of seizures, and one of the signs was that he would become very still. Thanks to Sienna, his wife quickly got him to the car where he was able to cool off and rest.
She was
Dogs are
amazed. She told our
amazing.
volunteer later that they had 3 dogs at home. None of them had ever shown any kind of attention like that before, like a precursor to a seizure.
Because the family already has 3 dogs, they are unable to adopt Sienna, but wanted to share the story in hopes it would help her find a home. Sienna was found as a stray in downtown Alta Vista. The shelter believes she is 4 or 5 years old and says it's unclear if she had any medical detection training in her past.
She's totally house trained, which is always amazing anyway, but we have no idea what her training was. Somebody had taught her to sit. They had taught her to give a paw and then just sit there nicely. So maybe she had background in it. We have no idea. I kind of doubt she had, or she wouldn't be running loose.
Since her heroic moment on Saturday, Sienna has already received 2 applications for her adoption, and people have also volunteered to sponsor and cover the cost of her adoption fee. Anyone interested in adopting Sienna or any of the other animals here at the Campbell County Animal Shelter can apply on the Friends of the Campbell County Animal Control website. In Rustburg, Colby Johnson, WDBJ 7.
Oh, what a good doggy. Anna's aren't dogs amazing?
They really are. We don't
So
deserve them.
cool. Good doggy. Zerk Smorks over on Rumble sent in a Rumble rant for $5. Says just a couple of old ladies talking about the good old days. Joking.
I know, right?
I know. Yeah.
It
Every
was
year.
so different when we started YouTube.
It really was. Well, I mean, you were like well into it before when I made mine, but how many years has it been for you now?
I don't know, like 2018, 19?
So it's been, quite
Been a
quite a
while.
bit more. Yeah, it's been a while. The only reason I found out is because YouTube gave me my like a little thing, like it was like 5 years.
Oh, yeah,
It
yeah.
reminded me, it was like it's been half a decade, and I was like, half a decade? Why did you have to say it like that? Now I feel real old. I'm like, damn, that was a long time. I did see this, and we watched it already, but I was like, I'm showing Anna when she gets here because it's the cutest thing I've ever seen. And it's a baby. So it's a baby. It's a baby little monkey. What is it called?
Oh, those are golden lion tambourines.
Is it? Wait,
They're
what?
my
No,
favorite. They're my favorite little monkeys. So, this one's
they're
a
the
black one.
marmosets or something, right?
Okay, it looks like a tamarin. So my favorite
Oops.
monkeys.
Where'd you go? There you are.
You're fine. It looks like a golden lion tamarin. So those monkeys are super tiny and they're so cute and fluffy like this one, except they're usually orange. And I mean, sometimes they're black, but let's see. What does it say it on there? No?
This is so cute.
Yeah, they're so cute and they love to cuddle. But they like to be in herds, so there's always a bunch of them. And they make little noises, but they're so cute.
It's
See?
so cute. Look at his little teeth.
Mm.
Oh my god, I can't with this. It's just too cute. Look at his little paws. He's like hanging on to the hand, like the fingers. Oh, so cute. I can't. I love the monkeys. Oh, I love monkeys.
So do I. There were so
It-
many that we got to. It was really cool when I was in Brazil for my honeymoon, getting to see them.
Oh
in
yeah,
real
you
life.
saw them, right?
Yeah, in real life, I was like, oh my god, there's like just monkeys in the wild. This is crazy.
I mean, I've seen monkeys in the wild too, but not these tiny ones. I've seen like the spider monkeys.
I know this is gonna be kind of like a stupid question. Are there monkeys in Iran?
In Iran, not really. No. As far as I know, not really. They're mostly like a tropical animal. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe in the tropical areas there might be, like in the south, but I've not seen them. But they're usually tropical animals. That's why they have them in Cancun. I mean, we have them
Oh,
in
they're in
about.
Cancun?
Oh yeah, there's like a huge spider monkey population here, but like not like directly in the city because the city no longer has the jungle, right? But like when you go to the outskirts, the surrounding areas where the Mayan jungle is, of course, there's lots of monkeys. And then there's like definitely like if you go to the city here, they have like the captured monkeys, like the captivated ones that they've trained, and like I held one and he went on my head and I was so scared I was gonna pee on me. But thank God he didn't. I was like, I love you. Please don't pee on me.
I always wanted a pet monkey that like I could sit there in my easel, like painting with a little artist hat, and then the monkey could sit right next to me on their tiny little easel with their tiny little canvas painting with their tiny little artist hat. But
Oh, have you ever tried to get your dog to paint? Apparently they're good painters. No,
That's not
seriously though.
happening.
I've actually seen it. Like when they put like the little brush in their mouth and then like
Oh,
go
I
and,
believe
like,
you.
it's really cute. You should try. We got I think Strange Lunatic over on Rumble for $2 says, Nina, please show us your first video you posted on YouTube. My first video on YouTube. Do we really want to watch that? I feel like oh, that's gonna be like a terrible video. Okay, fine. Let's go back. Let's go back in time to my first video on YouTube. I think it was my video of Dark. It was like my Dark review. I think I gave you a shout out in the video, Anna.
Oh.
Because I was like, thanks for like making me make my channel. And I went on about like all of these people that I liked, including you.
Aw, that was nice of you.
Videos. I have to go to like date. Oh my God. Yeah. Dark. The Netflix's best sci-fi show you didn't know you needed. That was my first video. We can watch like a minute of it. And then it's very embarrassing. Do you still have like your video, like your first video on your channel?
Yeah, that was my review of Last Jedi. And now that I look back, I'm like, this is so cringe.
I know, me too. I look at this, I'm like, oh, this is so cringe. Oh, this is bad. Okay, here we go, guys. Get ready. This is gonna be terrible. Here it is. I was in the closet still. Music.
Hi everyone, I'm Nina Infinity and I want to thank
Oh
you
my
all today
God.
for joining me for my very first video. Let me give you a
Look at
little
Major's ass.
background about how I started my YouTube journey. As some of you may know, I'm a member of the Fandom Menace.
Oh,
and
God.
I joined this community
How
because,
cringe.
like many others in this community, I hated Disney Star Wars, especially The Last Jedi. I was also one of the people who was incredibly let down by the ending of Game of Thrones. And I remember watching my very first.
Okay, that's it. Hold on. Because of this comment, we're stopping this video right now. How dare you, sir? I look so much better right now. Thank you very much. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm
I feel like your
aging
hair is
backwards.
fuller now.
Huh?
Your hair is fuller now, or maybe it's this angle.
No, it's definitely fuller because I changed my routine. What is this pause face I have going on for myself right now? Jesus Christ.
Nerdrotic and Doomcock the night the finale aired. And, you know, I went in there because I was so lost and so confused about how the show ended. And I guess I wasn't the only one. Wanted to see if I was the only one, and I definitely wasn't. So just like I wasn't alone in that, I wasn't alone in my distaste for that
Good
disaster
Lord.
with
Oh, there you
Star Wars
are.
Girl. She's amazing.
Aw.
She's
Oh
an
my God, those are
inspiration.
old videos.
This is like 5 years ago.
Shout out to Anna, that Star Wars girl. She's amazing. She's an inspiration. She's the first person I started following on the Phantom Menace. So if you haven't subbed
Look
to her
at
already,
that.
which I'm sure you probably have, go for it and sub to her.
As if you needed me to plug your channel.
Hey, every little bit helps, so thank you.
Aw, it's cute.
Also like to give a special shout out to.
All right, we're gonna stop right here. Man, that's been a long time. No, I got that one. Thank you, Jay Bama. Russell Hall is here. Thank you for the $2. Says, when did you come out of the closet? Like, I don't know, like a year ago now?
Yeah, you haven't been in there. It's all
Yeah.
changed up.
I moved out. I moved out. I came out of the closet. Now I'm in the main room. It's nice. We got Zerk Smorks over on Rumble. Says in Florida there is a wild monkey population now due to the Rhesus macaqueus being illegally released years ago. It has grown into a large colony of them now. Wow. That sucks.
Yeah, now there's a bunch of iguanas and pythons and crocodiles. There's all these invasive species in Florida.
Wow. I didn't actually know that. It's crazy. So there we go. That was 5 years ago, Nina. I feel like I look much better now. Thank you. What's going on? Russell Hall for 2 says, how do you feel about mature redheads? I like Chrissy Mayer. She's nice. Pretty girl. Speaking of kind of like lore, you had a baby raccoon incident, didn't you? Like several years ago.
And then again.
Time.
Yeah, no, I was
it
on.
was like 5 years ago, and then this year too. Now, right?
Yeah, no, it was like. So I've never been like an official guest on FNT, but for whatever reason, I was on there talking about something, and I thought Tulip came and sat on my feet, and because she usually will, and I have a little heater under my desk during winter, and so I was just talking, and it was like a good 10 minutes where I thought like Tulip was just cuddling on my feet before I looked down to go pet her, and then it wasn't Tulip, it was a baby raccoon, and I screamed so loud and like jumped across the room.
I remember that.
I wasn't on camera, so everyone's like, what the heck's going on? And then I told the story, and they're like, what? And so
I remember that. It
my
was a
only-
good story. John Thomas over on Rumble says, I miss Nina in Mirrored Shades. Oh, I still have them around here somewhere. Oh, maybe I don't. I'll find them and I'll put them on again, John Thomas. Next time, maybe. But the reason I bring that up is because I know you recently got harassed by another baby raccoon.
Yes.
And a possum, right? Like, I mean, you're like
Many
a freaking Disney-
possums. It was like a
Are they-
whole litter of baby possums.
Are they gone now, or did you like finally?
The dog kept getting them, but they play dead, so animals don't kill them. So we would capture them, or like we'd get them from her because they'd be plain dead. We get them in a bucket, and then we're like, well, what are we gonna do if we release them into the backyard? She's gonna get them again. So we just started releasing them into the front yard.
Oh.
But there was a little one in here that didn't have a tail, and it was so cute, and I was feeding it, which I know I'm not supposed to do, but I'm like, how is this thing gonna live? And so I would
Oh.
see it every night. It would come out, eat its little food, and then go back and hide. It was so cute, even though possums freak me out. And then one night, Dixie got it, and it was actually dead. And I
Oh
couldn't
no, your dog murdered it.
I know, and I couldn't
that's
save it, and
a
I was
terrible
so
story.
upset. I was so sad, and Peach is like, "You gotta stop trying to save animals because it just makes you depressed when they die." And I'm like, "I know, but" yeah.
Oh my god.
Saying Anna lives out in the
Can't believe how
wilderness.
that
No, I
story
live in the middle of
ended.
Metropolis. Here's
Oh.
my thing. If
No,
you are ever
Dixie
with me,
killed
all
it,
the
not
animals
Tulip.
find me. No, not Tulip,
Not
Dixie.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so just a warning, if you're ever with me, animals find me. I don't know why.
I love it. You're like a freaking Disney princess. And that's why this story kind of reminded me of you. It says, so scared and alone, baby raccoon melts hearts after rescue. Here he
Oh
is.
my god.
Oh, he's so cute.
Look at him standing. That is super cute.
Oh, he's standing there. He's like, hi, I'm here. A baby raccoon found alone on a doorstep in Massachusetts is capturing hearts around the world after a rain-soaked rescue that's gone viral. The tiny raccoon was discovered by a resident in Belchertown, curled up on a front step during a rainstorm. At first, they waited, hoping the mother would return, but when it became clear that she wouldn't, then they called animal control for help. And there's this tiny that's so cute.
Aww.
Another picture here. This is so tiny. It says when Belchertown Animal Control arrived, they found the little creature cold, wet, and visibly frightened. The little baby was cold and wet from the rainstorm we had. The officer on the scene told people, as soon as I saw him, my heart broke. He was drenched and looked so scared, curled up at the front door. He was too young to be on its own. The raccoon was carefully picked up and taken to the Layton Center Wildlife Rehabilitation Center, where it will receive care until it's old enough to be released back into the wild. Photos of the tiny raccoon standing upright and the soaked fur and big eyes quickly went viral on Facebook. Thanks to the kindness of a stranger and the quick response of animal control, this little raccoon now has a second chance and a warm, dry place to rest. Oh my God. I was like, if this had said it's California, I'd be like, Anna, is this you? Is this your house?
I know, right? I actually thought about contacting that husband and wife that owned the peanut guy, like the Peanut the squirrel.
Oh, yeah.
I know they're all the way out in New York, but I'm like, hey, your pets just died. Do you want to come save these ones?
Oh, you should. They probably would. Although I wonder if they're still doing that. She is like Snow White. Gazaron. She is. I really agree. I think she's like Snow White. Just don't call her Belle. Then she'll get pissed
No,
off.
fuck that bitch.
Damn, Anna.
I hate her. I'm glad I'm starting to see more people come to the light and realize that Belle is the worst person ever. I'm glad.
It's terrible. Terrible. I still don't agree. But I'm glad that you've been informing people of that. I'm starting to come around to the idea that Dorothy wasn't the best person ever, though.
You need to watch Cecil's review. It's actually
I did.
Glinda.
He's the one
Glinda's
that
the
kinda
worst person ever.
Yeah, he's the kind of person he kind of convinced me. I was like, "Oh my god, I didn't really think about it like this until I watched this review." It's like, it gave me pause. Grumpy says, "Yeah, Bella's the worst."
Thank you.
No, I love her. How is Bella the worst? It's a long story, Yarnwich. It's a very, very long story.
Let's just start off with her very first song is talking about how much she doesn't like where she lives because she's so much better than everyone else there.
That's because everyone else is uneducated, and
That's not
she
their
is.
fault. I don't
She
look
is
down on
better than
people.
everyone else
Oh my
there.
gosh. No, she's not.
That was the point. They all sucked, and they were racist.
Who are they
were all
racist
terrible people.
against?
Against the beast.
They thought he was a monster. They didn't know he was a human.
I don't care. They were all racist. Script F says it's a small French town. Whoever bathes is the best one out there. So Belle is a snob. She was right. Yarn Witch is like, I'm not helping. I'm sorry. You're not Yarn Witch, but that's okay. Tommy, what's up? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hope you had a good trip in the United States. Norwegian Kryptonian, thank you for the 59 Norwegian krona. Says, are you excited to see baby yogurt and Spaceballs too?
Aww.
Oh my
It'll
god,
be
is that what
cute.
they're gonna call it? I don't even know. I know there's a Spaceballs too, but I don't know. Is there a baby yogurt? That's funny. Oh, that's great. I don't know if I would call myself excited to see Spaceballs 2, just because I know who it's been directed by, and he's not that funny. But I do love Mel Brooks, so I'm like, I'm torn.
Oh my god, I think Mel Brooks is hilarious.
Yeah, Mel Brooks is great, but the guy that is directing it is not so great. So I'm just like, I don't know. There's gonna be a hit or miss. I don't know. But I don't know. I haven't seen the thing about Baby Yoda though. Is that what they're gonna call it?
No, they're
Baby
just
Yoda?
laughing because it's it's a parody of Star Wars.
Yeah. So
they're
there's
saying there's going to be a
gotta
baby
be
yogurt.
one. Yeah, there's gotta be one. They're gonna probably do it. Tomby has been a member for 26 months. Says USA was awesome. Need to move there ASAP. I hope it works out. I hope you guys do. Thank you for being a member. We have another story here, which is very sweet. This is very cool. It says wildlife photographer shares deep connection with an owl in a once in a lifetime encounter. A wildlife photographer and bird watcher experienced a breathtaking moment of connection with a lesser horned owl, and it's leaving nature lovers in awe. Amin Yogurt Kugulu, known as the bird detective on social media, spent 3 days observing the owls from a respectful distance. But what started as a quiet observation turned into something unforgettable. One of the most special moments of my life, he wrote, I've witnessed countless unique events in nature and observed over 4,000 bird species around the world. I will never forget the connection I had with this lesser horned owl. So this is one of the videos here.
Gökyüzü nasıl peki? Bize biraz gökyüzünü anlatır mısın? Ne görüyorsun gökyüzüne baktığında? Hep aynı şeyi görüyorum.
He's just like chilling out. He's like, hi, I'm here. I love how he who's. He's like, hoo, hoo, hoo.
Ay ay ay. Seni hiçbir zaman unutmayacağım.
I'd be scared to touch him on the beak, man. That guy can bite off your finger. That's insane.
Seni hiçbir zaman unutmayacağım.
Yeah, owls are typically kind of mean. So
yeah, they typically are mean.
I must have known it for a
Seni çok
long
seviyorum.
time.
Gerçekten. Seni çok seviyorum.
Owls are adorable. I agree.
He's like,
He's had to have fed it and built up this relationship with it because
he
can't
says
just do that.
no. I'm gonna keep reading the thing, but he says no. So in the article, it writes, in the videos that have captured hearts online, the owl can be seen standing just a couple of feet away from him, calm and unbothered. At one point, he even gently pets the owl, and it doesn't flinch, fly away, or show any fear. It just stays with him. According to him, the female owl had been with her mate when she unexpectedly approached him. At sunset, the mate hooted into the female's ear. Then the female took flight and came towards me, he explained. She passed just 50 centimeters from me. Normally, owls fly silently, but she was so close I could hear the wings cutting through the air. The owl stayed near him for a long time, hooting softly, not as a warning, but almost as a conversation. He began responding in owlish, and when she didn't seem to be fooled, she didn't mind it either. She accepted me as I was, he said, allowing them to observe me as a human, setting aside humanity's negative traits and giving time for an exchange of the knowledge between two beings. This thought crossed my mind. For 3 days, he returned to spend time with the owls, forming a quiet, peaceful bond. And although he had to move on, he said the encounter left a lasting impression. I think I developed a feeling that I could spend at least a year with them, he shared. I'm on a long road to encounter countless manifestations of love and life. And this is what this is like another video that kind of translates what was being said. But he's just basically like talking to it and saying, for real, I love you.
Seni çok seviyorum.
I love you very
Gerçekten.
much. I really.
Seni çok seviyorum.
The bird's just like, oh, ho, ho.
Görüşürüz güzelliğim.
Owls really creep me out. But I
What?
like them.
Really?
Yeah. They're like, I feel like they're like I don't know, they're like the representatives of something. If you read like Carlos Castaneda, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's kind of like it kind of goes along with like the whole idea of them being like spiritually connected. That's why there's like they're all in like all the lore about like Harry Potter, and they're connected to witches and witchcraft and stuff like that. Because I feel like they're like there's something going on with the owls. I feel like they're very spiritual creatures. Maybe
No, I grew up on a ranch, so we always had owls. So
that was a pretty chill hour. He was a very chill owl. Yeah, I mean, I've seen them on the ranch too. When I was in Canada and we had a ranch there, they would show up and hunt, and it was cool to watch them. They're crazy. Russell Hall for $2 says, "Okay, what about like actress types? I mean, I like actresses. I like that girl from what is that movie called? Or Mad Men? The chick with the giant bazookas. I forget her name, but she's pretty. I like her. She's like the prettiest redhead I know. Thank you, Russell, for the $2. Norwegian Kryptonian, thank you for the 59. Says, we got that one. Thank you. Russell Hall for $5 says, what are the odds Spaceball 2 will feature a female lead? Will they have the balls to make her an intentional Mary Sue?
if they do, it'd be like parroting.
Well, I mean, Spaceballs is parody, so it'd be funny. I guess
Yeah, so they
I
just be
mean,
making fun of it, you know.
yeah. I don't see why not. They probably will. Russell Hall for $5 says, how funny would it be if they show a ship taking off, say that barf is on it, and then it blows up, and it turns out he actually was on the ship. Oh, that's kind of funny. Thank you for another 5. Russell says, next Lone Star tosses his ring and over his shoulder, then unceremoniously dies in front of a group of new characters who just met him. They gotta do a thing on that line, the somehow Palpatine has returned. Like they gotta do something with that. I don't know what they're gonna do, but like somebody dies and they're like, somehow this guy returned. like because that's just comedy gold. With that whole movie anyways. It's been a long time since I've watched Spaceballs. Are you a fan of Spaceballs?
Yeah, I love Spaceballs. That was my jam when I was a kid. I actually watched it before a bunch of other movies, so I had like never seen Alien. And so I
Oh
watched
wow.
that. Well, like the scene in Spaceballs where at the diner and what's his face from Alien is there and the alien pops out of him. So I didn't
Oh,
get that. There
I see.
and I'd seen that before I saw Planet of the Apes. So I didn't get that reference at the end either. My parents had to explain it to me.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, I watched Spaceballs like so many years ago. I barely remember it, like because it's been I only like watched it once, maybe. Yeah, once. And I think I've seen it like here and there, like when it was on TV, when you're like just kind of you're like clicking through the channels and it's like, oh, Spaceballs is on, I'll just leave it on kind of thing. But like watching it once all the way through, I've only seen it like once. So I don't
Gosh,
really
just
remember it that
about.
much. You know what I really like better? I always like Galaxy Quest better than Spaceballs. That was more my
Galaxy Quest is good, but that's
Yeah.
again, like that's like Star Wars versus Star Trek parodies.
Exactly. Like I like the Star Trek parody more than this Star Wars parody. Like I thought that was a better movie. To me, it's like a personal, it's very subjective, I realize. It's not like one
Okay.
is better than the other.
This has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but how many people would you guess are dead and frozen on Mount Everest?
Oh boy, this is not Infinite Hope material, but let me take a
It just
wild
popped up,
guess.
and I'm just like, I didn't think that was I didn't think that would be the number.
How many people are dead on
Over
Mount
200
Everest?
bodies are frozen on Everest. Now, see,
I was gonna say 180. That was gonna be my guess.
wow, that's a pretty good guess. But see, I'll turn this around to positive. Out of the hundreds of thousands of people, probably millions that go and climb there, for having only like 200 there, that's actually a pretty good, ratio. So if you guys ever want to
Statistic,
go
yeah.
spend $70,000 to go climb Mount Everest, you have a high chance of living.
I will say this. I have actually covered stories about people like those monks that go and like guide people on Mount Everest.
The Sherpas?
Yeah, like the Sherpas. They go and save people. Like some of these people who've, gone to be like, I'm gonna go climb it. These people have rescued them and stuff. And like we've actually watched some of those rescues on the show. Because they're kind of crazy. Like they go and mountain rescues are kind of nuts. So there's always a good side to that, I guess. Like the Sherpas are nice and they do things to rescue people. More like single digit thousands? I don't think so, Russell. There's not that many people have gone up there. Hundreds of thousands? Are you crazy?
No, I said hundreds of thousands of people have climbed Mount Everest. No, it's actually a
Oh.
thing now. Like people have posted pictures and it's like you expect to be able to like climb it and like there not be anyone and you're just having like this one-on-one thing with nature and like maybe the rest of the people in your group. So like a 1-on-8 thing. And instead, it's like lines. You're just waiting in a giant line for days. And people
doesn't sound
posted
like fun.
pictures of like just the lines of people and like because everyone gets to the top and they have to take a picture and all that. And then, you come back down. So,
Script Doctor says it'd be better if they paid us to climb Mount Everest instead of the other way around. I agree. I mean, you're
Well,
basically
I
paying to
always
go
thought
die.
Mount Everest was like, just a giant mountain that's higher than everyone. Instead, it's like you're walking on a bunch of peaks and that one just has to be the highest peak. And I'm like, well, that sucks. I thought it was like
Yeah.
a bunch of mountains and then there's just one giant solitary mountain and that's the one you have to climb. Like that's cool. That's like something a dragon would live on. But no, it's just like there's a bunch of little hills, which I guess are very high up, giant hills. But it's like, oh, there's a peak right next to it that's just a foot shorter. And it's like, well, that's stupid. So I felt better about myself that I'm never going to climb it.
That's funny. I've never had a desire to. I've never been like, oh, that's that's something I want to do with my life is climb Mount Everest. I've never had that desire. I'm always like, these people are nuts. The ones that want to climb it. Look at this. Emu has an absolute blast playing chase with dogs.
Aw.
Here's an emu. and his doggy family. The emu loves the dogs.
Oh,
And
those are some big ass dogs.
I know, right? It's so funny. This needs like that Benny, what is it? Benny whatever music. It's like Oh. Yeah, the Benny Hill music. That's what it needs. But they put like some other music on here that we can't listen to, or else it'll like get claimed. But they should just put the Benny Hill music on it. That would have been better. Who knew that emus could have so much fun? That's a massive dog. The story says, down on a farm on a sunny Vernal Beach, Florida, an unlikely trio is melting hearts with their playtime antics. An adorable emu who's been raised alongside canines was recently caught on camera having a time of its life playing enthusiastic games of chase with two of its doggy pals. Mandy Carden, the owner of this charming small farm, filmed a hilarious and heartwarming scene, sharing it with the world on TikTok. And let's just say viewers can't get enough. And that was the video. It was very sweet. I love animals. Have you ever thought about like moving back to a ranch and like just, opening up a farm and letting all the baby animals just come find you?
No. This is morbid to think about, but it's like I'm probably going to hear it a lot after my grandma or my father pass away, and I really don't want to. I want them to stay alive as long as possible. But my dad, I don't know. I think I told you about it. My dad hurt himself pretty bad, so I had to go up and take care of him for a week. And when I was up there, I had to take care of him, my baby, and the entire ranch by myself.
That's a lot of work.
It was a lot of work. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so tired. And then it's like, my dad was in super pain, and my dad has the lowest pain tolerance, and I inherited that from him. So I have an extremely low pain tolerance. So I just hear like my dad screaming, and then he's screaming. So my baby starts screaming, and then I have to feed animals, and they're all hungry. So they're like making their noises. And I'm like, oh my God, this is a lot.
How many animals do you guys have at the farm?
Oh my God, there's too many to keep track of. There's like, I want to say at least 50 cats. There's a shit
50 cats.
Well, there's barns, and then they have babies, and then it's survival of the fittest. Because if the coyotes, we got owls, peacocks, goats. Usually, there's cows. And no, we don't have horses, but because horses
50 cats. I want to come to your farm.
They're not tame. They're not tame at all. So.
But I'm the cat whisperer, Anna. They'll like me. They'll be
Well,
like,
me and like so when we were little kids and growing up, like all of the cats were tame and they all had names. And so now like our cats have died off and these are their descendants. And so
I love kids.
Well, you would have liked it with this one cat. She's super smart. So she always has her babies under the rose bush right next to my dad's back door. Because the light's there, so the coyotes don't come over there. And then the owl, if she takes it into the barn, the owls usually get the babies. And so she has them right there by the door. So I got, you get to see like literally.
I've seen you film it before. I've
Yeah.
seen you like show the baby kittens. Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah, just sweet little guys.
50 cats. I thought Natalie had a lot when she said she had 4. Natalie is Michelle's sister on Force of Light.
Well, guys, these aren't like house cats. They're not allowed inside the house. They're barn cats.
They're barn cats. They're barn cats.
So they, we don't have a mice problem or a gopher problem. My dad's
right. That's basically the point of them. Is like they're supposed to be for like mice management, rodent management, and things like that for the farm. Russell Hall for 5 says, okay, firstly, you don't feed barn cats unless you're feeding them 2 owls. More importantly, doesn't your dad have ranch hands?
No. So here's the thing with Portuguese people. If we can do it ourselves, we will. And usually Portuguese have at least 4 kids, and we all get put to work. So, but so to elaborate a little bit further, so there's 2 houses on the property because this is the first land that my family owned when they came over from the Azores. And so my house my dad lives in is so freaking old. It was built before California was a state. Like, that's how old
Wow.
this house is.
That's really
And
old.
well, because my family bought the land from the Indians because California wasn't a state, so like they bought it. So there's always my husband and stepdaughter love going to my dad's house because they just go and like look around for arrowheads, and I always find arrowheads there.
That's crazy. Yeah, I've seen it. You sent me pictures of the arrowheads you found. I was like, "Is that a freaking arrowhead?" You're like,
Yeah,
"Yep."
there's a ton. Like every time it rains, you just walk around, you just look down, and there's a bunch of arrowheads, and they're in good
That's really
condition
cool.
too. But so, as far as the ranch hands wrestle, my cousin and his girlfriend, or I guess now fiance, live in the front house. And so my cousin and like my other cousins will come over, and my dad's brothers and my uncle, they take care of the orchard and stuff. But as far as all the animals, that's what my dad does. And then my dad used to own a trucking business. Now my cousins own the trucking business. And so they're either off driving, and so they have different schedules. So my cousins will be driving when my dad's home, and then my dad will be driving when my cousins are home. So there's always somebody there, but when my dad hurt himself, it was his week at the ranch, and so my cousins weren't there, so I didn't have any help, so it was just me.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Is your dad feeling better? I hope he's feeling better.
Yeah, he was pruning the fig tree, and he pinched his sciatic nerve really bad, and so he this is how I know my dad doesn't ask for help, and so he was texting me, and he's like, "Hey, just to let you know, I've been in like the doctor's office," and so I was like, "Oh, okay." He's telling me about this now, so I'm like, "Okay," and I told Peaches like, "My dad just told me he was at the doctor's. I guarantee you by tomorrow, because he's gonna try to rough it through the night," and I'm like, "Tomorrow morning, he's gonna text me that he needs me to come help him."
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's good that he has you and he can like reach out. That's really painful.
Yeah, but Peaches' brother is what is it called? He's a doctor, but he does physical therapy. And so I was texting him, and I was like, "What do I do?" And he told me to get this stuff. It's like this kind of like not lotion, but it's like a gel. that you put
Arnica.
on.
You're
No, it's
telling me,
called
right?
DMSO.
DMSO, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
and
If you
so
combine DMSO and Arnica, it's like the best.
Oh,
If
I've
you
never even
combine
heard of
them.
Arnica.
Arnica is like it's like a muscle relaxant, like a organic plant muscle relaxant.
Well, my
So
dad couldn't even he was just screaming when I got there, and then after he wouldn't let me put it on him because it's on his butt, so he did it, and then the
Aw.
next morning he was able to stand up, and he was like, "That stuff works so good."
yeah, it's like a miracle. Back pain is no joke. Like I've dealt with that as well. Like not personally, but I've seen people who've like taken their back out, back out, and they can't even go to the
Yeah.
bathroom. It's like really, really upsetting.
Yeah, he would scream when he went to the bathroom, but my dad's almost 70, and he doesn't look like he's almost 70, but he is, and so it's really like, ugh, my dad's old, you know?
I know. It really like reminds you of how fleeting time is. You're like, oh, God, this is that's really sad. You sent me a bunch of videos on here on the
Yeah, there's like little
thing.
baby stuff, so
I know they're so cute and I really want to show them, but I'm always scared to show these videos now because of because I got a strike several times for
Oh,
showing cute
yeah.
animal videos. So I'm always like a little nervous about showing these.
Well, you
And
can watch them in your own time.
yeah, they're super adorable, but I'm always scared now and I can't believe they did that. Like, cause that's probably been one of the most annoying things that happened to me in the 5 years that I've been on YouTube was getting a strike for watching animal videos. I was like,
That's so annoying.
through COVID, through the election, through all of that, I never got a strike for talking about like the spiciest stuff, on YouTube. And I got a strike for watching animal videos, and I was like, I cannot believe this. Now they did take it away because it was like, you like I appealed it, and everything was fine, and they took away everything. But like I still had to like not stream for 7 days, and like all the stuff. I did won the appeal, and I was so mad though. I was like messaging YouTube and being like, this is basically a crime. Like I'm being like shook down, and they say to you like when you're like when you make the appeal, because it goes through the court, right? Like then it becomes like a legal matter. Like they can take you to court and sue you, and I'm like, sue me. Like I would love to go to court and talk to a judge about this situation.
Yeah.
But of course they didn't, and they dropped it within the 30 days, but still makes you, like lose almost like fear of losing your channel and stuff like that. So it's just, it's awful. And you can't stream for like 7 days. Dan A gave everybody 5 memberships. Chat, thank you so much for being so kind and generous. Thank you. Russell Hall, thank you for the $5. Says, I remember when Cecil hurt his back moving out of his apartment, in quotes, except we all know it was Camelot. Oh dear. Let's not out people on the show, guys. Come on. Actually, what am I talking about? They're both out. They've been out for a long time. Russell Hall, thank you for 5. Says, much like the time Shane snapped a tendon in his arm, quote unquote, throwing a punch, which is code for apparently for giving John Malin a handy. Oh my goodness, this show is getting real spicy now.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women, sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
This never gets old. Wow, people are getting outed on the show. We're losing control. So thank you, Anna, for coming by and making that happen. I really
You're welcome.
Woo!
Thanks for
We got
having me.
another Rumble rant by the main defender. Thank you for the $2. Says, I'm glad the quartering rated you today. Never would have found you. Do you stream daily? This could be a retreat I need at the end of the workday to escape from my regular streams. Love you already. Oh, no, I only do this show every Friday. Every Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern, we do the good news show where we talk about good news. I do a Wednesday show at 8 p.m. Eastern. Is it 8 p.m. Eastern? No? Yeah, it's 8 p.m. Eastern. So I do Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern and Fridays, but the Wednesday show is different. I talk about like clown world news, political news, pop culture, that kind of thing. But I do this good news one is every Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern. And usually I'm by myself, but I figured I should invite Anna because it's my 5-year anniversary. So I figured I'd invite her, and I didn't stream with you for a minute too. And I was
It's
like,
been a long time. Yeah.
So I'm glad you came on. I'm really glad you came to hang out with me today.
Yeah, I feel bad.
I can't believe we watched the first video, and I was like, I love Anna, that Star Wars girl.
That was so sweet.
It was really cute. Oh, so I'm glad you were here for my 5-year anniversary.
Yeah,
And,
congratulations. That's a huge accomplishment.
Thank you so much. If it wasn't for you, it wouldn't have never happened because I would have, you inspired me to do it. So thank you. And thank you, main defender, for liking the show. And another shout out to the quartering. Thanks for the raid, buddy. It was really kind of you to raid the channel today. And everybody in the chat, you guys, I love you guys so much. Braz Monkey, Shane G, Spike, Charlene, Darren, all of you guys, all of the OGs and new and old, Psychotic Mongoose, Graham, DL, of course, Russell Hall. Where would we all be without Russell Hall? Dan A, Rick Clary, so many people, Steel Leg, Tom B. So many people showed up today. So thank you all so very much. And special thanks to those of you who super chatted, became a member, gifted memberships, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Before we go, do be sure to go and check out that Star Wars Girl Eye project. She is she's she's doing artsy stuff, guys. Go and support her. She's got an arts channel. What is your arts channel called?
TSWG Workshop.
TSWG Workshop. Go subscribe to that. Go watch her paint. She doesn't do AI art. She does the real shit. This world is we've been taken over by AI. I'm like AI is just taking over everything. So, we want to go and support real artists and people who are actually doing real art, which Anna is. I'm trying to bring up your eye project, but I can't find the link. Hold on. Somebody's got to be dropping it on YouTube. Where is it? Somebody drop it so I can click on it. Why? I have to scroll up so I can find one. You know how like when you start on the stream, you have like the one I have up. I'm like, I can't believe I can't click that link.
Yeah.
It's right in front of me, but I can't click it. Why can't I bring this up? There it is. Thank you, Darren. Russell Hall for $2 says 10K, and we got something about bee holes. Wow. Russell, what the hell?
Oh, Russell.
Russell, I don't know why you had to take it there, but this is for you.
Oh, that was so cute.
That kid was bad at his uncle, and he was like, "Get out." Hold on, let me show you. There we go. I finally got this. Everybody go back. The Eye Project by Anna.
Thank you.
It's a great project. Support real artists. Support your local artists as well. And it's awesome. I'm going to show you this clip too, Anna. This is one of my favorites since I haven't seen you in a while. And then we'll say goodbye.
Yeah.
You got a lot of work to do?
Yeah. I gotta water the grass, pick stuff up, pick sticks, chairs, all kinds of stuff up.
What about the chickens? You gonna feed them?
Yeah.
You do? What about the eggs?
Yeah, I'm gonna check them. I'm gonna check the mail.
Well, I already checked the mail.
Okay. Any?
Yeah, we did get a few things. Bills.
Okay, I'm gonna run over there and water the grass over there. I'll be in the time 1. Okay?
What time?
1.
1? Well, it's like, it's 5:40 right now.
Yeah. Anyways, I gotta hurry and pick some sticks up and water the grass.
All right. Love you.
Love you, bye.
That was so cute.
He's so cute. Russell Hall had another message for you. Russell for 2 says 10K and we get that. And then also he sent for $2. Woohoo, it's over 10K. Well done, gentlemen. It's 10K Canadian, Russell. Doesn't count. It's Canadian. This is Canadian currency, CAD. So that does not count. Technically, we need United States. What was it? United States currency. There it is, USD. Still at 8K.
Thank you.
Sorry to burst your bubble there, Russell. It was definitely in Canadian. If you had Mexican dollars, you'd be rich. Thank you, Anna, again for coming by. Do you want to plug your wares and let people know where to find you and what you got coming up next?
Yeah, so go and follow me on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Rumble. I also have an art YouTube channel. I have a live YouTube channel where I re-upload my live streams. And honestly, I really need help on Instagram. A few years ago, well, actually COVID time, so 2020, I was posting memes like live, laugh, love, and I got flagged for misinformation about COVID, and I got hardcore shadow banned.
That makes
And I
no
went
sense at
I
all.
know, it was so stupid. It was like for misinformation and like, because I'm just like, it's a live, laugh, love meme. Like, really? And so I got shadow banned. My Instagram hasn't grown in years. It used to grow like 1,000 a week, and now it's like I've actually been losing followers over on Instagram. So I just post fun stuff and like behind the scenes. I have this, and then I have a backup Instagram, which is like for cosplay. But I would really like to get this one going again, and because I love Instagram, I'm addicted to the Instagrams and all the fun pictures and dog videos. So if you guys are on Instagram, go and give me a follow over there. I also had to make a TikTok because it was brought to my attention that there were several women stealing my content and impersonating me on TikTok. So I'm over on
That's
TikTok.
terrible.
I know. So I had to create a TikTok, but yeah, so go over and follow me on there. Help me break the stupid shadow ban on Instagram.
Yeah, definitely go and follow her, guys. Her account's really cool, actually. You've got a lot of. Oh, by the way, this was awesome. I loved
yeah,
seeing you with
Lila.
Lila. It was really cute. And like, did you have a burn on your chest? Because I was like, holy
It's the
shit, you look like
lighting.
she had burned.
No, it's the lighting. It rotates between like pink and green
Oh,
and
that's
red
what
and stuff.
happened.
So you can kind of see like on my neck, it was like a green light, and then
Yeah.
then it was pink. You see
Yeah.
where that line is?
Yeah. This is a good picture of you
That
guys.
one
And then,
Peaches took, and it was actually good.
this one's a little bit spicy for this show, so maybe we shouldn't keep going on there. But but you seem like you had a fun, spicy time. This one is definitely up for this show, though. Like,
My
you guys
baby.
went to the zoo, you saw monkeys, and there's a tiger. Oh,
All the baby animals. So those are
the
baby
lion.
lions. That's the daddy lion.
Oh.
Then there's baby elephants.
You look way too mature in this outfit. Like, I don't know what's going on with your outfit here, but you look
I
like
love this dress, and everyone else hated it. And I'm like, fuck you, this is my pretty dress.
no, it's really pretty. It's just like you just look really mature. Like you look like such a mom in this dress. Like you look
Well, my
very
friend
like
was getting an award, so he was giving like a speech at the zoo. And so I dressed nice because I'm like, he's getting a freaking award. We should dress
That's
nice
why you're
for him.
dressed up, because I was like, why is she just so dressed up to go to the zoo? That makes sense.
Well, also now I know I'm like I never get pictures of me and my baby. It's always me taking the pictures of my baby. So it is just as easy to put on a nice dress as it is to put on sweatpants. So I'd rather dress nice.
There's the elephants.
You see the babies?
There's babies?
Yeah, so the main elephant that you see with its tusk.
Oh yeah, they did like tiny baby elephant. Oh yes. Oh, I love them. Oh
That's
my
my
god,
girl.
so cute. So cute. So definitely go and follow her, you guys. She's got good content. Lots of cool stuff. Hold on, I have to cough.
I just posted a video on my main YouTube channel. I was getting attacked by crazy people because I posted about my weight loss journey after having a baby because everyone was teasing me that I was going to
watch that.
And so I did a video on that. That's up. And a lot of people asked me what my workout routine is. So I need to do a video on that. And then gonna just get back into the swing of things. I'm actually debating on starting a new channel. And it's going to be called like Indiana, where I review indie projects.
Oh, that's awesome. You should totally do that.
Yeah, I want to film like a couple of videos, but to help me in like my editing, I'm just going to wear an Indiana Jones hat every time I make a video.
Oh, that's cute. You should totally do that. I like it.
Yeah. So keep an eye out for that. I'll make a post, an announcement about that.
It's really cute. I think people are liking it. And yeah, no, Shane.
No.
No.
I'm happily married and a mother.
Shane, this is for you. Hold on. We have to punish people once in a while around here. Where's my other clip? They get naughty once in a while, Anna. And then we have to play these clips like them.
Stop it. Get some help.
They get a little out of control. Settle down, everybody.
degenerates.
Settle down. Well, that sounds really fun. Let me know. We'll promote it. We'll talk about it and I'll watch it. I'll subscribe. I'm a fan. All right, you guys. Thank you, everyone, again for coming by. Thank you, Anna. And we'll see you guys next time, everybody, next week, Friday. Same place.
Bye.
Bye, you guys. Take care. Let me get my outro. I can't find it. There it is. Bye.
I know you are mine, come rain or come shine. Give me some good news. Give me some good news today. I don't wanna waste no more of our precious time. Give me some good news. Give me some good news today.
Oh, I forgot. Russell sent in $2 that says that was a dirty trick to pull, Nina, about the 10K. That's funny, Russell. That's funny. Bye.
I know you are mine, come rain or come shine. Give me some good news. Give me some good news today. I don't wanna waste no more of our precious time. Give me some good news. Give me some good news today.